Hey friends, my name's Mitch. Today we are playing Bitter Woods Designer Edition Battle of the Bulge game. Sort of trying this out, not sure if I like it or not. Improved positions, don't really do a whole lot. I don't like the leader thing. The leader doesn't really give a whole lot of advantage. The map's fantastic. I like the chits, I like a bunch of stuff, but for an I go, you go game, I'm trying to figure out if I like it. So we're going to make some mistakes here as we sort of learn through together this game. Luckily, it's only 20 pages of rules, and we are doing scenario 41, a modified scenario 41, since my cat decided to lay prone on the table. So, yeah, you know, if you're really strict about this being perfectly set up, it was, but now not so much. But we're still, again, we're just learning. So here we go. All right, so the Germans go first. So I go, you go game. Again, improved position doesn't really do a whole lot for me. I'm not really sure if I want to stay here, especially since I am out of supply. So I'm not really confident that I want to hang out here and try to kill him, which is possible because we have an artillery here. Artillery could give us some backup and we could kill him, but I'm afraid that under this useless leader, we have an 8-4 combo, 12, it's 2-1. Yeah, I'm going to get steamrolled, especially if this guy sort of sneaks up around there, even though he is out of supply as well. I'm not sure he wants to stay in an improved position either. So basically, I want to get this guy and just move him up here. So it's 1/4 of a move point as per the rules. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the stacking rules are apparently 3, so that's only 2. Who cares? No, so what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so yeah, improved position doesn't really turn me on so much, not so much, but my friends, a town, defender doubled, 1 shift left if all attacking units across a river. You know, that's not that bad. Defender doubled. Yeah, we're gonna go for a city. The city wins. The city of Noville wins. So again, stacking rule is 3 ground units. We have 1, 2, and then we're gonna grab him, and we're gonna have to take a movement hit. We're gonna have to take a movement hit. What is Light Woods? Light Woods is 1. We got 1. I got 1. Now I'm on the road. Who cares? All right. So we're gonna sort of hug that snug stack of 3 right there for the Germans and mark us as moved with a little pen thing here. Thank you, Gimpy Gamer, for that idea. All right, so we did that. We can't really move this other guy up down there anyway, so we pretty much abandoned this area here. The next movement, since it says in the rules that I can move as many units as I want, let me find what section that is. Under movement, procedure, movement allowances, yeah, any movement I want. Okay, so we'll move the whole place. I go, you go to its maximum. All right, so yeah, he's a death trap over here. Let's move the camera a little bit up there. I think we can go to Villers-la-Bonne. No, is that a? Yeah, it's kind of a town. It's not really a big city. I would like to get out of here and get some more ground units. Now this is a rocket man. This is a rocket, and you know, that's not half bad. Not half bad to have, especially since he can only go attack 1 square. So it's going to, he's going to be useful. He can attack up to 4 according to the rules. So we could attack here, but again, even though he's out of supply. So by the way, I'm now in supply, so let's get rid of that supply. I believe it's to the edge of the map, so who cares? I'll leave the 45 position, I don't care. All right, we're going to get him, and we're going to escape as well. I could do a quick launch on here, but the movement phase comes before the combat phase, and then I'll be stuck. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and get over here beside this rocket unit in a fortified position. Works well. Yes, I know the fortified position is the wrong color, but did I mention my cat went prone on the table? All right, so him, I'll go ahead and move him here as well. That's kind of bad because he is ranged only and he can't attack from a short distance. but whatever, that's fine. We're going to move him here. I'd rather have all the units in the same place so one doesn't get just hard rocked due to that. So now I want to figure out, we have a big line of Germans on this left side, and we do have this lone guy over here. Let me refocus the camera and let's zoom in over there and change the camera orientation. There we go. So we have this guy here. He is reduced already. I would like to get him and nail him to the ground. That would be great. That would be great news for me. And I believe a road, immense supply, except for, okay, improved position. Again, improved position doesn't really turn me on that much. I would like to bring in that tank as well and just hone down on him pretty hard. We got 4 moves. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 1 move. Zone of control, stop. Let me abandon this fortified position. Go 1, and then go 2. Zone of control, stop, and abandon this position and go 1 quarter and 1, 1 quarter, and stop. Now, since we do have, all right, we have abandoned our improved position. Now we're attacking him. Now the manual under the combat section does have an example because we're using the optional rules for a flanking attack, and in the example of a flanking attack it has 1 tank and 2 other layered units in the division. Panzer layers eligible flanking attack bonus. 3 of its 4 involve the attack. That's what I'm pretty much doing. So they all have an ER of 5, which is what I have, and I get +1 on the dice. Now the combat does not specify the dice rolled. I'm assuming it's a D6, and I'm assuming there's a lot of stuff missing here, man. I'm assuming it's a D6 because we have up to 8, which obviously if you did a 2D6 it'd be way higher than that. Then you have the combat odds over here, so I'm assuming it's a D6 and then a possible scooch right here for +1 or +2 to your die roll. We do have to figure out the defensive terrain as well. So let's go into all of the simplistic math that we got here. All right, first let's get a D6 out of the way. And we rolled a 3. All right, so we get a flanking bonus. That's now a 4. The +1 for the flank. And let's see our odds. So we all have 5, ER 5, and they have 4. So that's going to be another +1 for the ER. And that is in section 9.3, the endurance rating ER bonus. It seems like they reverse these in the manual. It says the attacker receives a -1 as attacker suffers a +1. Doesn't make any sense. It seems like this should be receives and this should be suffers. They reversed it. I don't know. Anyway, I get a +1. That's all I know. I get a +1. Yay for me. That brings us to a 5. So we have a 5 on the dice roll if you count all the other things combined. Let's look at next odds. We got, what, 15, 23. Got 23 to 3 with a 7 to 1. You can't, the maximum is 6 to 1 according to the manual. Let me dig that up as well. Combat, so your maximum modifier right here, somewhere over here. Anyway, your maximum modifier is 6 to 1. Here it is, maximum odds. There you go. No attack against the defender in forest or broken terrain may ever exceed 6 to 1 odds. And they are in they're in broken terrain. So this terrain here is broken, so 6 to 1 odds is our max. Combat effect, 1 shift left. So we get +2 and we get 1 shift left. So let's process that. Alright, so we had a 5 and he's in broken terrain. 6 to 1 would be our cap, and then we have to move over 1. So we had 5, so that would be a D2. So he gets to retreat 2 hexes. I'm going to assume it would be 1, 2 hexes here. And we get to retreat forward the same number. We'll go 1, 2, and he'll go 1, 2, and stack over there. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. So we'll mark ourselves as done at this point. And I believe that's it for that particular unit, or that set of units. Now let's go a bit north and see what problems we can come up with. So now I would like to isolate this guy up here. He is, let's see, he's in a town, so he's going to get doubled. He'll be 18, which is quite a lot. 18, and then the leader means he doesn't have to retreat and take a loss, whatever. And if he loses one, he's at 5. 18 is a bit much, but I want to go ahead and try it anyway, just to try my luck and see what happens. So we have 4 movement points. It's going to be 2 and stop. We got 1/4, 1/4, and 2. That should be okay. And then we're going to go, let's see, light woods, ground units is 1. That works. We're going to go 1, 2, and then 3, and that is a rocket guy, so he should be okay. Come in here, 1, 2, well, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, stop right there. It should be sufficient. And he is going to lend support. Now the manual says that they have 4, they can fire 4 hexes. I'm going to use that. So let's go ahead and grab this guy too and go 1/4, 2, 3, that's 1 point. And then that's going to be 2 points, that's 3 points, and then 1 point, and we reach our stacking limit for these guys. So that should be okay, but it's still a flank attack, and that's going to do a +1. We can move him 1 here and just get a little closer. 1, 2, 3, still be good enough. All right, so that should be sufficient for quite a bit of beef down range. So I want to go ahead and try to wipe him out if I can. So again, he's going to be doubled because he's in Manhay, a city. So that's going to be 18. So let's count up what we got here. We got 9 plus 6. That's going to be 15. That's going to be 28, 31, 33. So 33 to 18. That's going to be what is 32 halved would be 33. Let's go ahead and just call it, I don't know. Go ahead and call it 2 to 1. Or yeah, 2 to 1. Good enough. 2 to 1. Where we're playing with numbers here to get us a 2 to 1 score. So 2 to 1, and the defense is doubled. So let's do that. Let's see what we get on our dice. We got a 5. 5 is not too bad. Let's up that to a 6 because we got the +1 going there. So we really are 2 to 1 as per if you add that, which I forgot to add. So 2 to 1 with a 5 equals an engaged. So an engaged means that we are stuck in combat. If you look on page 7 of the manual under engaged, basically we're locked in place and we can get reinforcements if we'd like to get any reinforcements. So I am sure that is going to happen. Let me do red, I guess, to indicate that we are locked in an engagement, and it appears that this is going nowhere. So he's definitely going to get some reinforcements from here. Let me double check on this line to see what rules are on that line. And probably also over here, a reinforcement. So if he's engaged and locked in combat, meaning he's going to attack, but he's only going to attack with a 9, versus quite a few of what I have, and that's going to be somewhere over here, and they're probably going to end up attacker eliminated, which is good for me. So we're going to say that we are locked in the engaged status over here for now. So now we're going to move ourselves over to the east a bit, and we are going to try out some of these units over here. So we do have some lone units that are not in cities, which is greatly convenient for me. And let's get some reinforcements on here. So we got a 4 here for this guy with a leader. So we're going to go, well, let's see. Let me look up the rules about this line. The line has particular rules. Let me see what they are. So army boundaries for the first 3 days, 6 game turn. Mechanized units of the 5th Panzer, 6th, and 7th Army may not violate each other's army boundaries. May not attack until move the road beginning in Hex 19. The 6th Panzer Army mechanized units. Mechanized unit army restrictions, etc., etc. Not sure that affects me. I don't think that affects me. Looking at this, I don't think so. I don't think this affects me over here. I believe that it will affect me probably. Okay. So I don't believe that I can move down here into that area. So we're going to stick with this for now and just go ahead and attack some guys over here. So let me go here and we get 3 movement. I'm going to go 2, 1, then I'm going to go 1/4, and I'm going to dump my IP and just move. I am across a river. Let's see, the river movement restrictions to get across that river is kind of inconvenient. If I have 4 and I have 8, really would like to get that other unit in here. So I know you can cross a river here. Once you can cross a river, you can cross a river once you are adjacent to it, but you have to stop when you are adjacent to it, and then you can cross it. So an infantry or armory or cavalry, the next to a river hex, I'm going to cross a river hex into a town clear hex or light woods hex and continue movement without penalty. Okay, so I can continue movement without penalty because I'm next to it already, which is true, and I am going to, and I'm going to cross into this area, which is considered light woods, and light woods was listed on that rule, so we're good. So we're going to go to light woods, and that is going to be without restrictions. So now I'm on a road, and I used 1 movement point to get to light woods. Now I'm going to use 1/4 and 1/4. So we're good. Now we have 3, 6. So we have 6 and 11 total, and we're on the 3 stacking limit, 11 to 5. It's going to be a 2 to 1 odds. So we're going to go for that and get our dice and re-roll it and see what we get. We are not going to use flanking this time. So we got a 4, 2 to 1 odds on a 4. Now they are in forest. Forest is going to give them 1 shift left for the forest hex. Alright, so we rolled a 4. We don't have any other advantages, and they get 1 shift left. So we have a 3, 3, and a 4, and they have a 4. So I don't think that they get any bonuses other than the 1 shift left. Alright, so here we go. So we're going 2 to 1. We got a 4, and we shift left. This is stupid. Now we're on ENG. Stuck in combat again for another unit. How exciting is that? Alright, so we are stuck in combat. Mechanized unit has other river rules. Let me look at that. They can go into a town and then come over here and reinforce momentarily. So they can get reinforcements and we can't, which is going to be a problem. And we're not in any great terrain. It would have been nice to get this. I need to look up the Wilts City rules for getting in. In the meantime, we're going to move over here and do an attack on this guy here. He is, well, maybe not. So we have 5 total, and he gets an ER bonus as well. That's going to be a poor. That's called poor decision making. Poor decision making at its best. So let's move a little bit over here and try some more units. So now I want to get a coordinated attack on this unit. We do have some IPs here. I'm not sure I'm too thrilled about them, but whatever. So let's go ahead and surround this unit and start attacking. We are on a river, but we're all within the river boundary, so I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. Okay, so I want to get him, leave him in his IP, and just stack everybody on him. So we can move this unit to here. We can move this unit. He at 3. That would be 1, 2, and now we're capped out on that, and these are 3 ground units, and now we're going to use him for support. 1, 2, 3. That's enough to get the 4 bonus on that. So now we're going to go ahead and attack. So we are 4 and he's 4. Let's see. Then we have 2, 2, and 2. But we do have an improved position. So let's see if he gets an ER bonus or not. So, not sure. It says, let's see. So before resolving each combat, the single highest ER among the attacking units compared to the single highest ER of the defending units, including any artillery. All right, so that includes the artillery. If we did not include artillery, our ER, which is the middle number, we'd be screwed because we have 2, 2, and 2, but the artillery has a 4 in it, and he has a 4, so it should even out. There's no ER bonus for anyone in this particular case. So we're going to go try the odds here. So we got 5, we got 3, 6, so that's 3, 6, 9, so it's 14 to 4. It's going to be a 2 to 1, or sorry, 14 to 4, 2 to 1, 3 to 1 advantage, and we're going to go ahead and launch an attack. 3 to 1 advantage, and he is in bump the camera terrain. He is in light woods terrain. Yeah, light woods terrain. Notes. So I don't see any combat effect. Combine arms bonus possible, but no. So it gets no bonus for that terrain. Let's go 3 to 1 with a dice and see what we get. So we got a 5 base roll, no shifts. Let's look 3 to 1 at a 5. So here we have the 3 to 1 and a 5. So that is FF. And I have no idea whatsoever what FF means. You're going to have to look that up as well. Again, this is learning. We are in the learning stages, not knowing what we are doing here. All right, so combat. FF is firefight. Firefight. Both the attacker and defender must take a combat loss. Each side selects their own loss. No advance is possible unless the defender is eliminated. Well, in this case, the offender may advance 1 hex. In case the attacker may advance 1 hex, that's a defender. Okay, so he needs to take a combat loss, but he's already on the reduced side. In other words, he's going to die. So goodbye. So he is dead, and we're going to go ahead and take that as a advance after combat. I'm going to go ahead and advance him after combat as well. And, well, do I want to? Yes. Sorry. So he loses, but I'm not sure if he advances after combat or not. I'm going to say no, because 1, 2, 3, 4, he still is in range of this guy. So I'm not too convinced that I want to scuffle around with him too much more. So I'm going to mark him as completed, and I'm going to mark this artillery as completed. And we did eliminate 1 guy. Finally, there's something that got eliminated. That's fantastic. All right, so let's move on over to here. So now we have this guy and this guy. This guy's in a city. Screw that. He is prime target, however, over here in Hex 434. So we're going to go ahead and attack him. He is already reduced at a 3. We got a bunch of good units here in city. Let's see. There's broken bridge. I'm going to go ahead and go here adjacent to him because you need to be with this rocket unit. Then I'm going to go here as well. And I'm going to go ahead and move. Well, I can't move. I'm already in zone of control. And we weren't in zone of control. Now we are in zone of control over here. So we're going to attack. So we have 3. We have a 5, and a 4. He has a 4. So we get a bonus of +1 due to the ER. Yeah. We have 9 to 4. That's 13. 13 plus 2 is going to be 15 to 4. We got a 3 to 1 odds. Let's go 3 to 1 with a dice roll and see what we get. 3 to 1 dice roll. Let's go. Yes, a 6. Maybe we can kill something finally. 3 to 1 with a 6. That's going to mod to a 7 because of the ER bonus. 3 to 1 with a 7 is an SU. Well, SU2. All right. Why can't we have just normal combat? Why can't we have just normal combat? That'd be great. SU. SU is suppressed. Suppressed. Combat is is inconclusive. Well, great. Both sides remain in place. The defender may choose to stand fast, reinforce, withdraw, or attack. The attacker is not obligated to refight the original battle. Suppressed. All right, we will mark you as suppressed. Do we actually have a suppressed marker? I don't see one. Maybe in here somewhere? I don't know. It said it was inconclusive, so I'm not sure what benefit of having that is. We do have an E and G marker, but again, I'm not sure what having that is. So, yeah, let's just put that on there and call it a day for that particular unit and get this dice out of the way. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go up north here and get some activations of these units around here because I don't want to deal with these reduced units down there. I would like to take out this guy. He looks like an easy target. Let's go ahead and move here. That's plenty of movement. Again, that's going to be plenty of movement. And 3, we got that should be enough, and that should be enough. That's going to get a 3 stack. Go ahead and go, let's see, that's clear. Clear is 1, 2, and then we'll go 1, 2 as well. Could get a flanking bonus by going here and then here as well. No, we already got the flanking bonus. Why am I moving around? Okay, we got the flanking bonus. Let's go ahead and just get rid of him entirely. Let's see, what do we have? We got ground, and tank. We got 11. That's going to be 17, 17, 21, 25, 35 to 2. Okay, that should be sufficient to take them out. If that's not, then I don't know what is. We'll go 7 to 1 or greater odds, and we rolled a 2. How great that is. It'd probably be something stupid, wouldn't it? All right, so we're 7 to 1. We rolled a 2, and as well, we have a bonus, so that would be 8. No, that would be 3. So we rolled a 3, 7 to 1. That would be 1d2, dead. Okay, so he's dead, and we get to advance after combat. Go ahead and move him here. That'll be sufficient. Then I could move these there. It's just 3 ground units, but doesn't specify a tank. I'm going to assume that I can stack with a tank, so we have a 3-3 over there. That's going to give us a good cover for these units come next round. And we'll go ahead and mark both stacks as completed, and we wiped out another unit. I think we're doing pretty good. So let's bring in some units here. I'm kind of confused as to how much we get a road. 1 4, 1 4, 1 4. That'll be 8. That should be sufficient. 1 2 3, 1 2 3. So we got 3 units. We could come here 2 3. So it would be 1, and just leave him here. So we could do that. So we have a 7. That would be an 11. Please lift up. Please lift up. Would be an 11 plus 3 would be a 14. Plus 6 would be a 20. 20 to 8 would be 2 to 1 odds. I'll go for that. We got a rocket launcher, and we got 2 standard ground units. So let's do that. So 2 to 1, and ooh, he's gonna have a +1. So we're gonna subtract 1 due to ER. So we rolled a 5, so that's gonna be a 4. All right, so we're gonna have a 4 from 2 to 1 odds, and we're attacking, and his terrain is going to be forest. 1 shift left for forest. So 2 to 1, 2 to 1 with a 4, and we shift left. We're stuck in engaged. Well, that's fantastic. I was hoping to have another engaged. I was hoping we could do that again. We can do engaged all day, apparently. So yeah, so he is engaged, stuck in engaged, and he is stuck in engaged. We have no more reinforcements up here as well, so that should be interesting to say the least. We have no more reinforcements, but he does. He can bring in quite a bit of beef here for this engagement, which is unfortunate for us, I have to say. Let's see, is there anything else I want to do on this map? I'm not seeing it. Okay, I think I'm going to call that for, well, no, I want to move these over here. Let's move these over here. So I'm tempted to do something with this stack, especially since I'm going to get assailed in a minute. And I want to get, that doesn't count as a town. Does that count as a town? That's like a small little mini town. No, that's not a town. Okay. So I would like to get some defense over here. I think the only way I'm going to do it is to get all these and get them in a decent position here. And we could do that. We have 4. We got enough. Okay, we can do that. We have enough for that and enough for that. So I think that I'm just going to do this. So we have a nice reinforced sort of position over here. We could do a position. We could do some IPs, but I'm not really thrilled about IPs. Another game IPs are really nice, but in this one they just eliminate the ER advantage. But if he comes and attacks, he only has a 4 and a 5 and a 4. I mean, it's not like he has like a 7 ER or something. So if you come over here and fight, ER advantage is going to be negated anyway. I'm not sure a CA IP is going to make any difference either, because I haven't gotten counterattack stuck in the counterattack loop yet. It takes a pretty oddball set of circumstances to get a counterattack in some of these. So I'm going to leave it at that and call it a day for the German side movement. Thank you for joining me again, just learning the game, and it looks pretty fun so far and I'm having a good time. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.